Welcome to my channel Max My Heartbeat. So we are discussing our IIT JEE topic, that is sequences and series. In that we have seen about arithmetic progression. When can we say that a sequence of numbers are in arithmetic progression is nothing but when the difference of two successive numbers is same, then they can be said to be in arithmetic progression. And we have seen how to find the general term of an arithmetic progression and related examples. I hope everyone watched that video. If anyone is missing, first watch that video. So today let us continue one more example. After that we will see about sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. So before that we have one more example left. So let us complete that example. So example, this is our next example. The number of numbers lying between 100 and 500 that are divisible by 7 but not by 21 is dash. So our options: option A 57, option B 19, option C 38, option D none of these. Okay, now we have to count. We have to find out how many numbers lying between 100 and 500 are divisible by 7 but not by 21. Okay, so first let us write the sequence of numbers in between 100 and 500 which are divisible by 7. Okay, so for that sake we know that 100 is not divisible by 7, right? So after 100, which is the first number divisible by 7, that is 105, right? 15 sevens 105. So 105 divides 7 15 times, so 105 again 105 after 112, 119, 126 and so on up to, let us find the last number divisible by 7 before 500. So what is that number? That is 497, right? So these are the numbers in between 100 and 500 which are divisible by 7. Okay, now he is saying that these some of these numbers are divisible by 21 also. So let us check how many numbers are there here divisible by 21 also. So 21 is nothing but 7 into 3, right? Means which numbers are divisible by both 7 and 3, then those numbers are divisible by 21. See here, I hope 105 is divisible by both 7 and 3, right? Why? Because 105, already I said that 15 times 15 sevens 105, right? And for divisibility by 3 we should check the sum of digits. 1 plus 5 is 6, so this is divisible by 3 also. So this number is divisible by 21, right? And next, this number is not divisible and this number is also not divisible. But when we come to 126, then 126 is divisible by 7, right? How many times? So 18. So 18 sevens 126, right? In the same way 126 is divisible by 3 also. See here, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9. So this number is also divisible by 21. right? So first of all, let us find out number of terms up to 497. How many numbers are divisible by 100? I mean, lying between 100 and 500 are divisible by 7. Okay. So anyhow, by seeing this sequence, we can say that A is equal to 105 and B is equal to 7. Why? Because by adding 7 to first number, we are getting the next number and this proceeding number like that. Clear? So that's why. So A is equal to 105 and D is equal to 7. And we want n. So means number of terms we want. So n is equal to question mark. So let us find out n now. So already we know that this is the 497 term is the last term. We know that we want the number of terms, right? So 497 is equal to A plus n minus 1 d, right? A plus n minus 1 into d. So 497 is equal to, what is the value of A here? 105 plus n minus 1. We don't know the number of terms. So that only we want. So n minus 1 into d value is 7. Okay. So from this n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 497 minus 105. Okay. So n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 497 minus 105. How much? 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 0 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3. So n minus 1 is equal to 392 by 7. Okay, 7 ones, 7 fives, 35, 7 6, 42. So n is equal to 56 plus 1 is 57. So 57 numbers are there in between 100 and 500 which are divisible by 7. Okay, but that is not our answer. Our answer is some numbers in these are divisible by 21. So that we have to subtract. Means after every 3 numbers, fourth number is divisible by 21, right? Yes. So we want the answer as 2/3 of 57, right? So 2/3 of 57. Okay. So 3 ones, 3 19s. So 2 into 19 is equal to 38 is our answer. So how many numbers are there? Divisible by 107 but not by 21 in between 100 and 500? 38. Understood? So this is our example related to nth term. Clear? Now let us see the next concept, that is sum of n terms. I hope everyone understood this example, right? So now let us see our next concept, that is sum to n terms of an arithmetic progression. So sum of n terms of AP. Okay. So how to find out sum of n terms of AP? So we denote this as Sn is equal to, we have one important formula, that is n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Clear? This is when we know the number of terms in the AP. Clear? Sum of n terms of an AP is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay? This is represented by Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes? When we know if we know the first term and last term, okay, if we know the first term and last term of AP, then Sn is equal to n by 2 of a plus l. Here a is equal to first term and l is equal to last term. Understood? So these two formulas, whichever is necessary, that formula we can use according to our situation, according to our question. Clear? So we have two formulas for Sn, that is first formula is Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay? And one more formula is Sn is equal to n by 2 of a plus l, when we know the first term and last term. Clear? So by using these two formulas, we can find the sum of n terms of the given arithmetic progression. So note down, very important formulas these two. Okay. So now let us see one example related to this. So example. So example, the sum of all 2-digit numbers which when divided by 4 yield unity as remainder is dash. So options: option A 1100, option B 1200, option C 1210, option D none of these. Okay, so now let us find out the solution for this problem. Sum of all 2-digit numbers which when divided by 4. So now we have to find out 2-digit numbers which are divisible by 4 and having a remainder of 1. Okay, see here, 2-digit numbers means from 10 to 99. These are all 2-digit numbers, right? So in between 10 and 99, how many numbers? I mean the sum of all the numbers which are divisible by 4 and leaving a remainder 1. Clear? Yield unity as remainder means remainder, leaving the remainder as 1. Clear? So anyhow 12 is divisible by 4. Right? So when 1 should be the remainder means after 12 what is the number that we have to take? That is 13. Right? Next number is 17. Next number is 21 and so on. So what is the last number which is divisible by 4 before 100 is 96, right? So 96 after next number is 97. So these are the numbers which are divisible by 4 and leaving remainder 1. Clear? Now we want sum of all these numbers. So anyhow we know A and L, but we don't know N. So N we want. So A is equal to 13, B is equal to 4, N we want. So N is equal to question mark. So our nth term we know, nth term no, 97 is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So 97 is equal to A value is how much? 13 plus N minus 1 into D value is 4. Okay. So reverse this. N minus 1 into 4 is equal to 97 minus 13 plus 13 becomes minus 13. Clear? So N minus 1 into 4 is equal to 97 minus 13, 84. Right? So N minus 1 is equal to, not no need of brackets here, N minus 1 is equal to 84 by 4 is 21. So N is equal to 21 plus 1 is 22. Okay? But we want Sn, right? Sum of n terms. So sum of n terms formula is Sn is equal to n by 2 of A plus L. Why? Because we know the first term and last term both here. Clear? So that is equal to, so Sn is equal to n by 2. N value is how much now? 22 by 2 of 13 plus 97. So that is equal to 2 1 2 11. So 11 into 110. That is equal to 11 into 11 is 121. Answer is 1210. Understood? So what is the answer? 1210. First we need to understand the question. What is given in the question is very important. Now here we have to take all the numbers divisible by 4 and leaving 1 as the remainder. Clear? Only 2-digit numbers, that too only 2-digit numbers. So from 10 to 99 are there 2-digit numbers. In between only we are getting some numbers which are satisfying our given question. Okay? And sum of all those numbers we have to find out. Clear? So this is our simple topic in today's class about finding the sum of n terms of an AP. I hope you like my video. If you really like my videos, share my videos to your friends, inform them to subscribe my channel, and let us see and let us discuss more about arithmetic progression in our next videos. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video. Take care. Bye.